Several African presidents and leaders are recognized for their transformative efforts that propelled their respective countries into a symbol of hope and example for many African countries in terms of economic development, social progress, and good governance. In today's video, therefore, we are going to cover the top 10 African presidents who transformed their nations. Number 10. Leopold Senghor, Senegal. Leopold Sedar Senghor was a Senegalese politician, poet, and cultural theorist who served as the first president of Senegal from 1960 to 1980. Senghor was a staunch Pan-Africanist who championed African culture, black identity, and African empowerment. He transformed Senegal by combining traditional African values with modern governance, creating a stable and progressive Senegal. In addition, he promoted education and economic development while maintaining multi-party democracy. Number 9. Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopia. Since becoming the Prime Minister of Ethiopia in 2018, Abiy Ahmed has significantly influenced the country's political, social, and economic trajectory. When he came to power in 2018, he ended the two-decade-long conflict with Eritrea, earning him the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize. This led to a good relationship between Eritrea and Ethiopia, achieving regional stability. His administration has commissioned several infrastructural projects, including roads, energy, and industrial parks that have massively boosted the economy of Ethiopia. Number 8. Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. When he became the president of Burkina Faso in 1983, Thomas Sankara adopted radical policies that aimed at self-reliance and social equity. In 1984, he changed the name of the country from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, which means the land of incorruptible people. He launched land reforms that led to increased food production, alleviating hunger throughout Burkina Faso and boosting the economy. He advocated for women's rights by banning forced marriages and promoting education for girls. Number 7. Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya. Jomo Kenyatta, who is the founding father of Kenya's independence, played a significant role in transforming Kenya from a colony of the British Empire to an independent republic. His strong leadership and policies laid the foundation for Kenya's economic growth, impacting various aspects of the country. He emphasized on the unification of the many ethnic groups in Kenya through the slogan of Harambee, which is a Swahili word for pull together, encouraging collective efforts towards development. Number 6. Seretse, Khama, Botswana. Seretse Khama, who is the founding father of Botswana's independence, transformed Botswana, which was a landlocked and resource-poor nation, into one of the most stable economies in Africa. He did this by establishing democratic governance and eliminating rampant corruption in public offices. He also oversaw the prudent expenditure of Diamond's wealth through effective fiscal policies. Because of the policies he established, until today, Botswana remains a beacon of stability and good governance in Africa. Number 5. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Liberia. Ellen Johnson was the first elected female president in Africa, and she played a pivotal role in transforming Liberia during her time in office from 2006 to 2018. She is credited for stabilizing a country ravaged by 2 decades of civil war, promoting development and rebuilding institutions. Her administration focused on solidifying peace, reconciling divided communities, and rebuilding trust in the government. She also negotiated with international monetary funders to secure about $4.6 billion in debt forgiveness, a move that helped stabilize Liberia's economy and free resources for development. Number 4. Julius Nyerere, Tanzania. Julius Nyerere was the founding father of Tanzania's independence and played a pivotal role in shaping Tanzania's political, social, and economic landscape. Regarded as Mwalimu, which means teacher in Swahili, Nyerere's leadership was characterized by his vision of creating a united, self-reliant, and egalitarian society. Nyerere is famed for uniting Tanganyika and the island of Zanzibar, forming the United Republic of Tanzania. Nyerere is also credited for eliminating tribalism and fostering national unity by promoting Kiswahili as the national language, providing a sense of Tanzanian identity. Nyerere also championed a form of African socialism called Ujamaa that sought to build a classless and cooperative society rooted in traditional African values. Through the Ujamaa program, rural communities were reorganized into collective villages as a way of encouraging communal farming and equitable resource distribution. Number 3. Paul Kagame, Rwanda. Paul Kagame became the president of Rwanda in 2002 after the genocide that ruined Rwanda and turned it into ashes. After becoming the president, he instituted strong policies that transformed the post-genocidal state into a model of economic development, good governance, and stability in Africa. Through his leadership, Rwanda has experienced high GDP growth rates fueled by growth in the agricultural, financial, and tourism sector. He also implemented strategic development plans focusing on human capital, technology, and infrastructure that has made Rwanda one of the most developed countries in Africa. Though he has been accused of being an autocratic leader, it is evident that he has transformed Rwanda into a success story that many African countries would want to emulate. Number 2. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah, who served as the first prime minister and later the first president of Ghana, transitioned Ghana into an independent country and set the foundation for its development. Through his struggles, he led Ghana to become the first African country to gain independence from the colonial rule, something that inspired other African countries to fight for their liberation. During his time as the president, he championed the industrialization of Ghana by establishing several state-owned enterprises and factories that provided job opportunities and boosted the economy of Ghana. He also gave education a priority by introducing free and compulsory primary education and invested in secondary and tertiary institutions, founding the University of Ghana and the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Number 1. Nelson Mandela, South Africa. Nelson Mandela, who served as the first black president of South Africa, is regarded as a global icon for liberating black South Africans from the yoke of apartheid regime into a democratic and racially inclusive nation. Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years, and when he got released, he preached forgiveness and reconciliation instead of revenge, despite the injustices that many black South Africans went through during the apartheid regime. This approach prevented the outbreak of a civil war and created the foundation of a peaceful transition into a democracy, even though the majority of the land and resources are still largely owned by the white minority. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people, and culture.